Yes, sir! The trash bag is back! Yes, sir, ski! Yeah. The trash bag is back, ready to drop some knowledge and information and facts and league happenings on you terrorists. I apologize for my Thanksgiving hiatus. I had to explain and give thanks to the friends that I have in my life that make me look so good at everything, and that's you guys. I appreciate everything y'all do for me. Man, and last week was slightly easier than I could have anticipated. With Scoggins, I think he was broke to the point of dropping his entire team, even though he was mathematically not eliminated from the playoffs. Kind of cordial, honestly. And we had some sketchy at best things go on today. We've got an auction here, an auction for players on a team that's not any good. Like, am I really having to do this as the commissioner of this league? I didn't want to have to be a Biden regarding this, but here we are. Anyway, you don't know what it is. We're going to go over some of the same storylines per the usual. Man, and I got to do a U-turn here because I refuse to wait in a line. We've got per the usual, the same things going down. We've got some storylines. What did we learn? Prop bets. We've got some, what else have we got here? The high mans and the low mans. We've got some people that we might be used to seeing at high man due to spoon lodging up their anus. But albeit, I digress. We'll get into this real quick. Number of yellow lights, all of you. Boom. All right. Storylines. I beat Scoggins on the back of Tyreek Hill. I won by 10. Tyreek Hill caught a 70-yard bomb. And do the math. 7 plus 6 is 16. That won me the week. Lamar Jackson got hurt. My hospital was all but full. But the team, yet again, we prevailed. The trash bag, 11-2, one of the better records we've ever seen. It's a dynasty that we're witnessing. We're witnessing a dynasty here. And to Skeet's mundane and ubiquitous comments regarding my side of the league, the only two people that beat me are on my side of the league, so it doesn't really even make any sense. Shout out to Cheese and Evan for digging me out those 2 weeks. Albeit you both get spoon-fed, but that seems to be the trend of the league. Everybody gets fed. Maybe except Skeet. Skeet really don't get fed. Anyway, Cheese pulled the spoon from the depths of his life and applied it to Tony Pollard. He needed 12. Pollard said, how about I double it? Buy one, get one free. All at the expense of Evan's sanity. At the expense of Evan's credit card at the ABC store. Clay scored a total of 27 points, but luckily he was playing Gary. Unbelievable. Calder got spoon-fed against Galt. Do I even have to go into detail about some of the things that went down that week? The Browns 30? Are you kidding me? How do you get 30? They scored 3 tutties. They haven't scored 3 touchdowns all year on offense. They scored it on defense. That's spoon-worthy. And you know what? Another thing about Calder, any success that comes from Calder derives from defense, i.e. the Cowboys last year. So that's starting to get slightly old, and I would imagine that his ineptitude will go Super Saiyan next year without defensive. I thought it was already Super Saiyan 3, but apparently it has more to go. Alex, I don't know if I've seen this year. I think I beat Gary by dang near 80. Something like that. Yeah, it was 70 maybe, but Gary had I think I beat Gary by 60, but he had 95. So I had 158 points that week or something like that. Alex doubled up Skeet. I'm not certain I've ever seen it. doubled him. I think Skeet total had like 72 and Alex had 159, the biggest delta I've personally ever seen. I've never seen a team get doubled in a standard fantasy football league. That's insane. I don't get it. And honestly, Skeet ought to be ashamed of himself. And that kind of leads me into the high man and the low man. Naturally, I would imagine that you guys understand that Alex got high man. His team is just, there's a lot of spoons going on. I don't really get it. Davante Adams is a wide receiver 17 according to Gary, and he's not good at football according to Gary. But I think that has been quickly disputed. Alex, every single starter on his team, he did not draft. And you think I'm mad about that? No. I have to let it be known. But am I mad about it? No. Come on. Are you kidding me? That's incredible. That's incredible. You know your weaknesses. No Justin Brown. Know your weaknesses. If you're not doing good, you have to make moves, and that's what he's done. If he wins this season, who am I to say? Is it a spoon feeding? Yes. Yes, it is. But who am I, as a man of the Lord, to say that what he's done, it hasn't helped him do what he's got to do? Not a single player on his starting lineup did he draft. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So he got high man. Looking at Ski, he got low. He got real low. Ski got low. This is really bad, man, he's so bad. 72, that is really bad. Gary got more. That's really sad, cause you got low. Man! Oh, man! How embarrassing. What a pathetic travesty Skeet's team has become. It's honestly kind of hard to watch, and honestly, he should be ashamed of himself for rolling them out there every single week without getting consent from Comedy Central to even allow them to parade around on the... It's embarrassing. That's it. What did we learn? Let's see here. What did we learn? Again, what did we learn? Skeet's not that good. He's not that guy, pal. He, again, like I said, he got doubled up. It was kind of hard to watch. I'll call it Joe Biden's press conferences on being hard to watch. It's embarrassing, and I think that the league really needs to put on notice the ineptitude that he's displaying over the last few weeks. And what did we learn? Cheese and Alex's spoons are working their way up the ladder of spoon feedings, reaching new heights that only I thought Clay could have. Skeet and Galt need counseling. My wife can help you. You both need counseling. No Pete Davidson on needing counseling. It's just you guys. Honestly, I maybe Jesus. I don't know. But anyway, roll Tide. Let's see what else did we learn. Josh Jacobs is him. 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 The Raiders are supporting Davante Adams, who I think after this week, again, ad lib, I don't know exactly off the top if this is true. I am fairly certain Davante Adams is not a wide receiver one. I think he is the wide receiver one. The wide receiver one. Josh Jacobs, I do know for a fact, he is the wide receiver one. The wide receiver one. You are going to sit here and tell me with a straight face that Josh Jacobs is worthy of that? Are you kidding me? Josh Jacobs, I mean, this guy's perpetually undervalued in drafts, and I think it'll continue to happen next year, and he'll continue to produce, but the number one running back in the league, are you serious? Come on. Like, and the fact that Derek Carr is supporting them, that's the most shocking thing of it all. The most shocking thing of it all is Derek Carr is supporting them. How he's just allowed to parade around and maintain relevance on the back of Josh Jacobs and Davante Adams. It's kind of annoying, honestly. Kind of Kim Kardashian on maintaining relevance despite having no talent. I can't seem to fathom how inept you can possibly be, and you get rewarded for it. It's like the people at my job. It's like they do one bad thing and they get a pat on the back, but they forget the fact that they forgot to plug in a brake connection. And then I got to answer for it. I'm like, what do you want me to do? I'm not answering for this grown man. I mean, somebody hits the brakes and the brakes don't work because they didn't plug it in. That's not my fault. I have nothing to do with it. Nothing at all to do with that. So Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams are supporting his relevance. Derek Carr. Let's see what else. Evan stays in pillow fights. I have learned that. It's weird. It's like Evan really don't get dumped off inside of, but he also doesn't score a lot of points. I would like to see the breakdown for that to really validate the accuracy of said statement. But he doesn't score a lot, but he doesn't get really scored on. Like Cheese beat him like 94-86. Like good. I have literally been more excited about diarrhea that I've had. Like it's just not that entertaining at all. Call no XFL on not being entertaining at all. Finally, what the final thing that we learned was Scoggins needs to set Joe Burrow free. This was my notes was given before the dropping of his entire players. I don't guess that he could actually drop Joe Burrow due to his skill, but as the writing and scripting of this show was taking place, everybody was still on his team, and Joe Burrow needs to be set free of the dumpster fire that is Zach's team. Zach pulled a Rams and sold his entire team for a Super Bowl, and I can't hate him. He's got hardware, baby. That's something that a lot of you terrorists can't say. Let's see what else we got. Tiers. Andrew and Clay, again, bye week, the bye week brigade. They're going to be 1 and 2. Tier 2 has shook up. We've got a new member of Tier 2. Kind of insane, honestly. You might want to sit down and try to grasp this one. Galt, Alex, and our newest member, the Cheddar, Grayson, Cheesematic, Cheesehead Goforth, has entered Tier 2. I can't help it. I mean, what do you want me to say? I can't help that. I got to put him in there. I'm not a biased man. Skeet is Tier 3 all by his lonesome, followed by Calder, Evan, and Scoggins in their own last tier. And then Gary, of course, in his tier Gary by himself down there at the bottom. Most pathetic teams. The Broncos. You hurt Lamar. Our backup comes in, goes 27 of 32. It's like a 90% completion rating against what some call one of the better pass defenses in the league. Got carved up, and he didn't throw for many yards, but you still let him complete that many passes. I don't know, man. Call no Clemson quarterbacks on not really showing much skill completing passes, but having a high completion percentage. Pending DJ Uyangule because he's just not that good. Get out, race car. That's just a pathetic 10-9. Did not score a single touchdown. I don't even understand how you become a Broncos fan at this point. Like I said, I would literally rather cut grass with scissors than watch their football games. It's just really embarrassing. The Jags, you telling me so clearly you can't do it without the refs this week. No Tom Brady. You can't do it without the refs because you get beat 40-14 by Jared Goff. Are you kidding me? I mean, you can't do it without the referee. And, I mean, can anybody... And, now Zay Jones decides he don't want to catch 15 balls. That's really nice, buddy. Thanks a lot. The Cleveland Browns, you won. I don't care. You spent $300 million on O.J. Simpson Part 2, and he can't conjure up a single touchdown drive. Pardon me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he scored a single touchdown. I think he threw a pick, but I don't think he scored a touchdown. So that's humiliating, absolutely embarrassing to watch, and he ought to be ashamed of himself. Then he, let's see, the final team that was just absolutely pathetic this weekend, the Colts. Good grief. I should have ad-libbed this one. The 54-19. That's a scoregami, by the way. No one, I haven't seen that score in NFL history before, probably because not many people give up 54 points against another professional team. Matt Ryan being employed confuses me. I do know that much. The Kano voting system on confusing me. I just, it's kind of ridiculous. I don't understand. I don't understand how he's even has a job. Anyway, I digress. Moving forward. Prop bets. I'm going to give you 3 of them in the trash bag on an Audi. Cam Akers, 44.5 rushing yards against the Raiders. And not a very good, they're a decent run defense, not great. But I'm actually going to go over here, believe that or not. Kirk Cousins, 279 passing yards. They play the Detroit Loins, 279 passing yards in a dome. Come on, give me that. Mega pause. I might give you a special and say Josh Jacobs is going to go nuts, but his was like 124 rushing yards. Kind of ridiculous. I'm not going to get involved in that because it's a little rich for my blood. But Travis Etienne is the final one. He plays Tennessee, which has an incredible defensive line. I don't get it. They don't have anything else that's any good. And they don't even have a GM anymore. But I don't see that happening. He was at 75 yards or something like that. It's not happening. I don't particularly like the game script for them, and I just don't see it happening. But anyway, y'all know what time it is. It's the trash bag. Oh man, number of burps, all of you. You got anything to say? Drop it in the comment box. I appreciate your service to this great country. And trash bag Audi. Y'all know what time it is. It's playoff week, baby. Let's go.